of Biomedical Sciences, Reproductive Physiology. And her advisors are Quint Winger and Jerry Bouma. And the title of her presentation is Rethinking Oncogenes.
Oncogenes come with a pretty bad reputation. For most people, when we think of the prefix onco, we think of oncology centers, we think of oncologists, we think of cancer. As researchers, we think of oncogenes as these drivers of rampant cell proliferation. These cells eventually invade into vasculature and healthy tissues, migrating to more healthy tissues, leading to metastatic tumors and poor cancer prognoses. However, if we only think of oncogenes as these mischief makers that are wreaking havoc in our healthy adult tissues, we fail to consider oncogenes as a whole. That's why today, I challenge you to think of oncogenes the way I think of oncogenes, as oncofetal proteins. Oncofetal proteins play an incredible role in early embryonic and fetal development. I study the placenta, and we're starting to see that oncofetal proteins also play a really important role in placental development. For example, this is a picture of a villus structure in a human first trimester placenta, and I can see all the hallmarks of cancer here. I see cell proliferation right here. So we have to have a fully functional organ within 10 weeks after fertilization, so we have to have a huge amount of cell proliferation in these early placental development periods. From there, these proliferative cells invade into the mother's uterine lining. They invade into her uterus and migrate towards her spiral arteries. Once at the spiral arteries, these cells invade into her spiral arteries, opening them up to facilitate greater blood flow from mom to baby. And if we see any aberrant oncofetal protein expression during this really important critical period, we see a downregulation of invasion, proliferation, and migration. And from there, we see placental insufficiency. And placental insufficiency is one of the main drivers of placental pathologies, one of the most well-known being preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is the #1 cause of maternal death in the United States and is responsible for hundreds of thousands of maternal and fetal deaths in the world a year. So, better understanding this really delicate interplay between cell proliferation and invasion and migration will give us a better idea of the etiology of preeclampsia. And one other fact about preeclampsia is there's currently no treatment or cure for preeclampsia other than the immediate delivery of the fetus. So we're kind of confused as to what's happening in this very early critical development, and understanding this interplay between these oncofetal proteins and what they're doing with proliferation and invasion and migration will give us a better understanding of how pathologies like preeclampsia occur, and more importantly, how we can treat them, leading to healthier babies and happier mothers. Thank you.